Welcome to the GCC podcast, where we dive deep into how India is shaping the future of global capability centers. I'm your host, Suchita Vishnoi, and today's guest is someone who brings purpose and people together in truly transformative ways. We are thrilled to be joined by Anjan A., Vice President at Northern Trust, a global financial services company with a legacy of over 130 years, known for its unwavering commitment to trust, integrity, and innovation. Anjan has been with the organization for over 16 years, leading functions across learning and development, talent management, diversity, and inclusion. In today's episode, we are unpacking how talent is being reshaped inside financial services GCCs and how Northern Trust is not just keeping up, but building future ready capabilities right here in India. We've broken this conversation into three crisp segments, each offering a deeper lens into Anjan's experience. Let's get into it. Anjan, are you ready?
All good, all good. Thank you, Suchita. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you so much. So I'll get started with something more industry focused. And of course, welcome on board here on the GCC podcast. So your journey in the financial services has spanned over a decade. And today you are leading talent transformation at one of the world's most respected institutions. Also given, that Northern Trust has been here for several years. So as the GCC landscape in this sector matures, how do you see the role of HR evolving, especially as centers move from just operational delivery to becoming strategic engines of talent, innovation, and culture?
That's a very reflective and insightful question to begin with. But
Thank you.
in my opinion, the evolutions of GCCs is not just structural; it's now cultural because we're moving from transactional support that we were to
Yes.
transformational leadership. So HR is no longer the back office; it's actually
Hmm.
the power engine driving innovation and culture. And today, we're shaping talent ecosystems that fuel innovation, resilience, and purpose. So talent, if I put it in business language, talent isn't just a cost center. It's the
Okay.
competitive advantage because as GCCs mature, embedding learning, leadership, and inclusion into the core strategy is non-negotiable today because talent isn't just an input. It's the differentiator. And let's not forget, culture is the silent engine of performance. And in this shift, HR's role in nurturing a values driven, inclusive culture becomes even more critical. So, from
Yes.
process to purpose, HR is the architect of the new GCC identity. That's possibly what I would say.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I'll move to something which has a more function focus. You've led award winning learning and talent initiatives at Northern Trust, right? We've seen Northern Trust up there. So balancing both business outcomes and human growth. When it comes to designing scalable learning ecosystems, what are the key ingredients that make them stick, right? And how do you ensure learning is not just accessible but truly transformative and it's being percolated right to through the layers of the team members that support the GCC at Northern Trust?
This is a very good question because we're talking a lot about this today as we evolve, as we mature. So, in my opinion, scalable learning starts with empathy. So, we design
Okay.
for the learner, not just the curriculum. And
Okay.
if you ask me the key ingredients, relevance, personalization, and community. Scalability
Hmm.
without personalization is just noise, and relevance
Okay.
is the rhythm. So, transformation happens when learning moves from becoming or being an event to becoming a habit. Learning
Okay.
isn't an event. It's an entire ecosystem. So we create experiences that are immersive,
Okay.
reflective, and actionable. Because when learning becomes a habit, transformation becomes inevitable. Ultimately, the goal is to balance business outcomes with human growth. Because when people
Mhm.
grow, performance
Yes.
falls. So the future belongs to those who learn faster and better. Learning agility is here to stay.
Thank you. I love the way you've joined the people engine with business growth, and putting business first is the true objective of any organization, whichever function supports. That's probably the first thing that comes to any business leader, to any functional leader. So thank you for sharing that. Moving to something more future forward, right? With the rise of AI, hybrid work and the generational shifts that are happening. It's a complex work environment, right? So leadership expectations are being redefined in this complex work environment. What do you believe will shape the next wave of leadership development in GCCs? And how can organizations future proof, to stay ahead in such a dynamic environment where adaptive learning upskilling is the only edge anyone sees? It's more survival here.
Indeed, indeed. So leadership is being redefined, not by
Yeah.
hierarchy, but by adaptability, empathy, and influence. So the next wave will be shaped by AI fluency, inclusive thinking, and the
Yes.
ability to lead in hybrid, boundaryless environments.
Mhm.
Future proofing isn't about predicting tomorrow, it's about preparing for the unknown. AI
Yes.
won't replace leaders, and like the famous
Yes.
quote goes, but leaders who embrace AI will replace those who don't. The
Hmm.
next 10 leader is a coach, a connector, and a catalyst. Investing in adaptive learning, coaching, and experiential development will prepare leaders not just for what's next, but what's never been. In a
Yeah.
world of change, the only constant is the leader's ability to learn. And I'm a big fan of quotes, and this one resonates with me is the capacity to learn is a gift, the ability
Mhm.
to learn is a skill, and the willingness to learn is a choice. And that's what's here to stay.
Wow, that's lovely. That's a great thought to leave us with. I'm moving to something fun now. Thank you for sharing. I love the fact that you said getting ready for the unknown, actually. And here's the unknown for you. So there's a rapid fire question that we planned. So before we let you go, Anjan, we would like a little surprise here. It's time for a rapid fire. Like I said, there are quick questions, very instinctive answers would be appreciated, no overthinking, just a fun way to get to know the person behind the profession. So, should I start? There are three questions here.
Fire away.
Okay, so one skill you think every HR leader must master, especially in the next 5 years or the 5 years to come?
I would probably say being calm amidst all the storm is a skill that
Okay,
everybody needs to master.
thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, that's a good takeaway for me too. So, the second one here, coffee, chai, or chaos? What fuels your day?
Coffee any day.
Okay, great. Thank you. So, third one here. There's like the biggest myth about HR you wish more people would stop believing. You've been on this function for years now. So, what do you think is a myth which is attached to HR which you want people to stop believing?
We have all the answers. We don't.
Oh my God, that's lovely. You were great on this, on the rapid fire. Thank you so much.
You most
And that brings us to the end of this insightful conversation. Anjan, thank you again for sharing your journey and the incredible work being done at Northern Trust, from enabling people to grow to fostering cultures and thrive on trust and inclusion. As we heard today, the future of GCCs isn't just about scaling, it's about humanizing that scale, building capabilities with purpose, and creating systems where people and performance grow together. Thanks to our listeners for joining us on the GCC podcast. I'm Suchita Vishnoi, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, stay curious, stay future ready, and like Anjan said, get prepared for the unknown. Thank you so much.